up for a second. I got disconnected out of nowhere. No warnings, no warning shots or anything. The way it goes when it's on YouTube, no worries, man. Because I have experiences of being a planet, a universe, icosahedron, a dodecahedron, all different types of alls. I have all those experiences, so this is nothing. This is nothing to be really worried about. I'm just gonna wait for the room to fill back up so that the fam can get back in, and we can continue tying. Remember, guys, just ties when you combine your minds with your hearts, connect those two circles, and you let whatever come out, come out. For those who would probably just be coming in on part 2, this is a game called The Everything. This is a game called The Everything. And if you was watching this from part 1, you could just skip past all of this. I'll probably put it in the description where you can skip ahead so you could be right there. But, man, hopefully y'all having a wonderful morning, evening, night. If I ain't say that already, I don't know. But this is a cool game. We've been exploring universes. We've been a Arctic wolf. We was a snowflake. We was ice crystals. We was bacteria. We were something that was probably a flea. A flea going around. And we was seeing the layer of reality between thinking and not thinking. And what creates that? And Alan Watts was probably saying, was given a theory that thinking is what's created, is the thing that's created when two things have a friction between each other. A thought starts to exist. And in the beginning of this game, I had to create a thought for myself. I had to create a whole thought for myself, like saying, where am I? Who is this? I'm like, who is this? And where can I go? It was questions like that. I was talking to rocks. They was having different experiences. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I'm just going to share this link one more time. And we're going to keep going because we left off right in the middle of
which level
Alan
of
Watts
magnification
talking.
is the correct one? Well, obviously, they're all correct. They're just different points of view.
Yes!
When we examine our bloodstreams under a microscope, we see there's one hell of a fight going on.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of microorganisms are chewing each other up. And if we got overly fascinated with our view of our own bloodstreams in the microscope, we should start taking sides.
But hey, them
Which would
white
be
blood
fatal.
cells, red blood cells.
Because the health of our organism depends on the continuance of this battle.
Yep.
What is, in other words, conflict at one level of magnification is harmony at a higher level. Now, could it possibly be, therefore, that we, with all our problems, conflicts, neuroses, sicknesses, political outrages, wars, tortures, and everything that goes on in human life, are a state of conflict which can be seen in a larger perspective
Boom.
as a situation of harmony?
Yup. As light and dark, just dancing, just like these islands. Everything is at war. But it's an art of war, says the Santu, or Sanzo. I don't know how to say his name. Oh, I just birthed a new island. When I'm dancing, I can birth new things. I can bring new things into existence when I'm dancing in this game. Oh. Alright, I'm not falling for that trick again. But yeah, what he was saying, when you zoom down, everything seemed like it's at conflict. A lot of people, I used to be trapped in that too, saying it has to be world peace. Everybody has to be the same. Everybody got to do things the same way in order for us. Is this the obstacle? Wait, is there an obstacle in your path? Then move aside. Don't waste time fretting over why the obstacle was brought into the world. Just move over. Just go over. Yeah. Because I was like, yo, everybody got to be at peace. That's the only way that this world is going to be able to move on, is if we at peace, everybody doing the same thing. But no, it's like things, and then like, check out the comic book stories. Like, the villain always seems to have a valid reason for existing just as much as the superhero on it. Or else, like, The only reason why superheroes come off as villains come off a certain way too in comic books is villains. I mean, is because of the comic book association made it so that the villain always had to lose in the end of the story. That was like a stamp. When you see that stamp, I forget what it's called, A something comics. But when you see that on there, that mean that, oh, I'm a thinker. Yeah, join me. That means that they made it, the comic story was made so that the villain loses in the end. But we look around, the villain is not always losing. The so-called villain is not always losing in this world. Or the so-called good guys are not always winning in this world. Like it don't matter at that level. It don't really matter. Because things are just always going to pop up. And for every good guy, supposedly it's a villain that was created through that good guy discovering himself. And then at the biggest level, though, which is the tiredness, where the real tiredness at, it's all just a beautiful play, just working itself out. Or a beautiful game, a game of life, working itself out on some huge level. I think that's why a lot of the action movies and stuff in the past had a lot of violence in it. And it was like ultra shit. And I used to be like, yo, what the heck? Like, why was movies back then like so extra for no reason? No. I was trying to get to the cloud. Go back in. Now I am a boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I don't think nobody ever played this game like this, like we are right now on this channel. Yeah, the villain is at war with outside. The hero war with self. Yeah, that is the way to put it. And everything the villain is like, yo, man, they killing us. We gotta do something about this, Holmes, man. We can't just let them ride up on our spot like that. See what they've been doing for all this time. And then the hero's like, well, it's usually the hero usually has to learn to be just as brave as the villain. That's usually something that we have, and the hero gotta learn to be as brave as that villain in order to care for himself. But the hero's like, no, we don't gotta hit him. We don't gotta hit him. We just gotta talk it out. We gotta feel it out. But the hero's also willing to fight too. But it is all about himself. All about himself. That's why the hero be so contemplative about everything. He starts seeing everything as himself. That's why he be like, I gotta take care of everybody. That's where that feeling arises from. Because that first thought of, oh, I feel what you feel, and I feel as though I can do something about it. Yeah, the hero has to learn balance to save himself and others. I think it says spaceships are but a blob, the vastness of time, a pin's point in eternity. All is petty, inconsistent, and perishable. Man, it's a lot of depressed boats and beings around. It's not just humans that get a little sad under the weather. Oh, that's what I was doing. Posting this link. There we go. Can boats sing? No, don't leave the buddy here behind. I don't know. What am I? Oh. What is under? You are kelp. Even smaller guy now underwater. I'm Ijira. Wait, what is this? Is that a little orca toy? Oh. Alright, where am I? You are moss. Let's gather all my moss buddies. And rock out.
And
what you got to say now?
Aha! At last, I see. I got the point. I've seen how all this makes sense. But what this insight depended upon was your overcoming the illusion that space separates things. That is to say, the space, the interval between your body and mine. The
space
interval created by birth at one end and death at the other. And then after somebody's death, then somebody else's birth. These are events with intervals between them. And normally we regard these intervals in time and these intervals in space as having no importance, no function. We tend to see the universe itself as really consisting in all the stars and galaxies. That's what it is. That's what we notice. But the space in which all this happens is sort of written off.
It's doing this on auto right now.
But what one has to realize is that the space is an essential function of the things in the space. After all, you can't have separate stars unless there is a space around. Eliminate the space and you will see you couldn't have this phenomenon at all.
Yep.
And vice versa.
How can it be separate if there was nothing in between it?
They wouldn't be there in any sense whatsoever if there weren't the bodies in it. So the bodies in the space and the space are two aspects of a single continuum.
Bang. Just
They're related together in exactly the same way as a back and a front.
Yep.
And you just don't get one without the other.
Back at the oxygen. See all of that? See how we went from the hugest thing. And now look at we back at being an oxygen atom. Wait, what is this? Can you go smaller than that? Bang, I'm back in hyperspace. What is that? What kind of, has a square face? Man, I need to get my sacred geometry. Oh, what y'all say? The way out is the way in. Let's get back. Feedback sphere. Let's keep going. You're making me take the long way, but that's okay. What is that? Oh, a pulsar? Oh yeah, I'm right. Yep, a pulsar, a pulsating star. Okay, I'm just a floating, I'm just a floating in space, I'm just a floating. What is the case today? Don't know what else to say. Problems find their solutions one way or another, and all seem obvious once they're solved. How fun is it once you arrive here? It is very fun. I think that's why a lot of people during their first psychedelic trip, all they do is just start laughing. I know I was laughing. I was so much laughing. Especially at the time during my first journeys when I was in the forest doing acid, and I was getting all the cliches coming to me. Everything was coming to me as a cliche. And I was just laughing. Plain and simple. I was just laughing. As dark as your days may get, remember that all is well in the universe. It could not be, and that ultimately all is well with you too. That ultimately well, I am ultimately well. And we're gonna start saying that on the TAi channel. I am ultimately well. On the ultimate of level, I am doing just fine. I want to see what these are. No. Good thing I know how to get back now. Alright, there go another cool rainbow circle.
So the moment you see that intervals, that space is connective, you can understand at once how you
see the webbing of space?
Are not just
it's like a web
to be exclusively defined as a flash of consciousness that occurs between two eternal darknesses. That you consider that in the darkness that comes before your birth,
a diffuse nebula.
There was no you, and in the eternal darkness that follows your death, there is likewise no you. And I'm going to discuss these matters not by appealing to any special spooky knowledge, as if I had been traveling on the higher planes and knew all my previous incarnations and therefore could tell you authoritatively that
and that's why I mess with you.
This individuality. I'm going to do it on a basis of complete common sense, that everybody has access to the facts.
You tell the truth. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I still gonna tell you something about what I feel. And that's what pushed me on a journey to continue talking, even though I didn't know do psychedelics or went as far as others have yet. Or I just don't have memory of me going as far as people have. And I just forgot. I don't know. But I still like to offer my opinion. It may seem suggestive at times, but I'm just creating universes. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm creating universes, and it's gonna be good in there. It's gonna be some supposed good and some supposed bad. Do with it what you will. Yo, y'all ever watch Arthur? I'm sorry. They just play Arthur in the room back there. If y'all play the theme song, when it first come on, that drop. Every day when you're walking down the streets. That song is life. Every day when you're walking down the streets, everybody that you meet has an original kind of beat. And I say, hey. I know that I'm governed by the immutable laws of nature which permeate everything, and I cannot be aggregated by anything assigned to me. Aggravated by anything assigned to me. I don't know what that means. Oh, there go the autoplay again. I just started doing this. Okay, so they must want me to be back here. So let this autoplay keep going. He's consciously aware of himself. I wonder if this game ever ends, or do they just really want you to experience being literally everything? Because they are keeping track. I have noticed they are keeping track. No, 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 no. I'm a snow particle. Alright, let's get back up here. And not say, hey, hey, what a wonderful kind of day when you can learn to work and play and get along with each other. You gotta listen to your heart. Listen to the beat.
Life is a pattern of immense complexity. And what you call yourself as a living organism, say, I am my whole body at the very least. Now, what is that body? That body is recognizable, and I recognize my friends when I meet them again, and you recognize me. Although the last time any of you saw me, I was absolutely something entirely different from what I am now. Just as the flame of a candle is never a constant. A flame of a candle is
I'm a stalagmite.
hot gas. Only you say the flame of the candle as if it were a constant. Well, it is a recognizably constant pattern. But in exactly the same way, we are all constant patterns. And that's all we are. The only thing constant about us at all is the doing rather than the being. It's the way we behave, the way we dance. Only there's no we that dances. There's just the dancing. There is no thing that whirlpools. There is the whirlpool. And in the same way, each one of us is a very, very delightfully complex undulation of the energy of the whole universe.
Again, just more notes on thoughts on how we are not the body. We are just the thoughts of awareness. But as long as we're talking, we're going to have that perspective that we're just the body. Or not just have that perspective, we're going to be aware of the perspective that we're in this body. As well, as long as we talk and breathe, we're going to be aware of this perspective. And every single thing that comes with it, the good, the bad, can't escape it. You cannot escape it. Can't ascend past it. Can't descend away from it. I'm seeing. Because all that is just putting you in another perspective, and this one still existed. It didn't never go anywhere. Just part of the database now. Don't envy what others have, but consider what you already have. And think about how much you want it all if you never had it in the first place. Yeah, man. You ever had that feeling like when you want to break your computer? Yeah, think, man. What if you really break that computer? You ain't gonna have no computer. You ain't gonna you're like, man, I remember like with my computer. I noticed because I did this before. Oh, gosh. I say this because I did it before. What's going on, Cricket? I spent the last fortnight chasing the wind around here. It never stays still. I'll catch it one day, though. And it'll give me the beating of its life. Oh, that's your life mission? That's your life mission, bro? Come with me. You got a new life mission. We are marching. What kind of dance can y'all do? Isn't that cute? Never value the benefits attained from loss of self-respect. Woo! Or hatred, or suspicion, or lying. Only concern yourself with servicing the good within yourself. Doing this makes you free of constant avoiding and pursuing. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the terrific truth? Like thoughts that you develop when you angry, or thoughts that you develop when you sad, you gotta be like, all right, that's not something I really want to go with now. And oh man, ain't that the truth? I just like how they put it all in that one sentence. I'm trying to extrapolate on it, cause that was deep. Cause that's what I feel as though the world is doing. Like the world is based off of trauma-based decisions. Like people say, man, you an adult now. You gotta act like an adult, make adult decisions. Can't be walking around being an irresponsible kid. I want to talk to you. There it is. Your will is always reflected in the color of your thoughts. There's a whole bunch of tidbits going on. It's too sunny for me to rest of the bunch. We're thinking of moving off someplace else. It was nice meeting you, though. And that grass really gonna go somewhere, too. They be like, yo, what happened to my grass? It died. I just moved on. Don't bother me. I have things to do. Oh, okay. Oh, we lost our buddy. Come on. All for one and one for all. Keep it going. Bang. A game of hide and seek.
Because life is basically a game of hide and seek. Because life is pulsation.
I'm God, I'm not God.
On and off.
I'm God, I forgot.
Here it is, and now it isn't.
I'm
And
it,
by
you're
being
it.
this pulsation, we
Tag.
know it's there. Now, from those very tiny, fast rhythms, which give us the impression of continuity, there are also in this universe immensely slow rhythms. And these are very difficult for us to keep track of. And they impress us and depress us as our own life and death, as our coming and going, which goes for what is to us such a slow pace that we can't possibly believe that it is really a rhythm. We think of it as our birth, as something quite unique that could never occur again because we're so close to it, you see, and it's moving so slowly.
I need to think up a name for myself. I tried Thai for a while, but it didn't give off the right vibe. It was so bad it stunk the whole world up. Gosh, Thai's that bad? I'm sorry it ain't fit you. Fits me. But yeah, fear, trauma-based cultures, that's how it is. And then it's even accepted like by the news. Like the news is the movies. The news is the TV. Like, yeah, this is who we are. This is how we live. We scared. We scared of the cat down the road, as Infinite Waters would say. Cat down the road trying to get us. I was just talking to my good friend Biddle. He live in Philly. I finally talked to him for like the first time in about 2 years. It was or something like that. But he just had a son. So congratulations to you, Biddle, if you're watching this, man. He was real cool, man. He's a junior. But he was saying how when I was telling him about Kali and where I'm at and things like that, And I was showing on FaceTime. I seen how quiet and stuff it is. The first thing he said, "Man, you better get a strap. You better get a gun." And I was like, "It's safe out here. I don't worry about that. I barely see cops." But I just know what he talking about. I understand I totally understand what he meant by that. Well, you gotta change it's just a shaping of your mind. It's all about what you thinking, bros. It's just, and I just missed all of that, but y'all read it. And now I am lost again. Yeah, and it's really strange too. That's why I say the news is like, you right, it promotes the culture. It's like, because whenever I talk to my nana and them, they don't ask me no more because I always told them for the past couple years I don't watch the news. But they will always ask me, "You was watching the news? You was watching the news lately? You heard? You heard?" And in Philly, it was always somebody getting shot. We only half express ourselves. We're ashamed of our own gifts. But greatness will never be achieved by cowards. The only true relief ever found by putting yourself entirely into your work. Trust yourself and accept the place nature has found for you. That's cool. Like, accept the place nature has found for you. Man. I just want to go off of that. Like, accept the place that nature has found for you. Like, you might want to do something, and it might seem like I'm thinking about it might want to do something that seem like it's a struggle. Like me, I like to paint and things and all this other things, but I tried doing all this other stuff, and now I'm coming back to my roots, and it's becoming a lot more. Oh, did that go away? Oh, my Alan Watts sample went away. And that is like, I'm going back to my roots, and now I'm much happier. And you know how I used to fear for my uncle too, because he's a lawyer, and he's a big lawyer. Like, he's promoted. I mean, he's honored in the country and things. He was given an award. He had to fly somewhere and get in all these awesome things. But he still says, I don't know if he still says it. His mom still says it, my nana, that he always wanted to be a landscaper. He always wanted to be a landscaper in terms of messing around with flowers and putting them in particular patterns and creating beautiful sceneries with nature. Like, that's what he really wanted to do. But he had to go to college, support his mom in the way that his truth led him. He led him to be a lawyer at this point in life. But if you go to his house, he got all these nice flowers, and he does all his own landscaping, which is funny to me. So he still got it in. He still got it in. But just all that unneeded added stress. Like, we gotta find where we fit in with nature. Sun rolls through, never be achieved by putting yourself with no end. It's too sunny for me, please, I tried. And it's wild because a lot of us think that our jobs and our everyday life don't have nothing to do with nature. Like, and that's what got me too. Like, everything has to do with nature. Every single thing has to do with nature. Nature is not just flowers and things like that. Nature is the way. Yeah, the natural way and man's altered way. You well said. I'm trying to talk to that thing. Not much going on down around here, but I kind of like it that way. And that's why you incarnated as a mouse. I haven't been a mouse yet. Experiencing life as a mouse. Look at the perspective too. Like, everything is so small. I mean, big. Look at the tree. Look at the grass. Might want to hang out with me? I actually like being a mouse. This might be my last spring. It was nice knowing you, Tai. It's nice knowing you too. Scale cyclist trophy unlocked. Oh, houses. I am a grass clump. What is over here? I'm just a patch of grass. Ooh. What this was, I was just thinking about seances when they used to lift tables and stuff. Or they made the table consciously aware, or just put a huge imagination, imposed a huge imagination on the table, where the table thought that it can float, so therefore the table floated. And that's how I be looking at magic. What am I? Oh, I'm trees. I am Douglas Fir. But I really want to see about those houses. Y'all definitely gotta dance. Categories just got a new trophy. Nice. I saw something. Oh, I'm a stone now. Okay. I'm just a rolling. What's that? And as we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our souls. There walks a lady we all know, who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last, where all is one and one is all, to be a rock and not to roll. I said all of that just so I could say to be a rock and not to roll. You ever hear to get something to move, you have to put the will into it to move? Yeah, I do. And the thing is, I heard about it kinda, but I kinda made that up myself. Unless it was just built into my subconscious, as everything is. But when I would watch magicians and things move things, in my mind, I was like, I'll be making it come off sometimes it come off at times as me making up stuff. But now I'm really seeing that the stuff that I so-called be making up, like, what does that mean, make up in your head? Like something is actually going on, especially in my experiences, the experiences I've been having in my life, the things I was thinking. I used to say, yo, they think, because I used to try to move cards before I did psychedelics, and I used to try to move paper clips, and I used to look up in the tin foil and putting it on something so that it can move around. Yeah, I have a strong insights. Hey, I want to move. We can't move from this spot. There we go. Wait, hold on, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I used to try to move paper clips and aluminum foil, like make an aluminum foil fan so it can spin around and things like that, and control my chi and imagine it. I used to do that kind of stuff. Practice it at least. But yeah, I used to really think that like the only way to do it was to make the see it as alive, to see everything as alive. And that's when I was doing acid and things. I really, like, my experiments in my life, it's gonna be amazing. Because in my mind, I really do see myself as being like the old man you see in Disney movies. That, like, when you come to his house, all the chairs and everything is bouncing around, and he talking to the and all of that things. Like, that's really how my imagination is. And when I did acid and I was just saw how the teddy bear was talking to me, a giant, like, 5-foot teddy bear that was sitting on the couch, when I opened the door, and I was like, yo, what is, and I ain't never seen the teddy bear before then. My sister just brought it there and sat on the couch. I was cuddling with it. I was like, it was funny. It was funny times. But yeah, imposing a will on things to move. And that will, though, get confusing because people say, man, I gotta impose my will. Like, move, motherfucker. You gotta move. Levitate. Levantase. And that's going to move. No, I think the will is noticing the will of all. And that the will exists. A will exists in everything. Everything's already conscious. Just in what I would say in my terms, put an imagination on it. I don't know. Nothing happened here. They keep taking away my lectures. That's because I'm talking. I'm giving Tai giving the talk, I suppose. I don't want to talk the whole time. I can tell you exactly what all the other animals are up to here. I've been keeping a record of it for years. When they come and go, what they're doing. Who's up to no good? I really hate a bunch of them, to be honest. You're just appealing. You wouldn't believe half the stuff. They're just appalling. You wouldn't believe half the stuff I see. What? I don't have time to think about it myself. That would be such a waste. Get out of here. Out. Whoa. Okay. 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 Yoel said, train on heavy stuff, try to move the mountain, lol, and it just takes less than a seed worth of energy. And in science, they find it in quantum, there's great energy. Yeah. And that's what made me believe it, coming from Christianity, when they would say, just have the faith. If you have the faith of the grain, the faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed, then you can move mountains. That's what it said in, like, the Christian Bible and things like that. And it's a lot of hermetic truth in there, as we just was pointing out. Try to prove that you're not being pulled in the direction they're moving. Or dance the way you dance, or sing whenever you sing. Oh. Yeah, and you said with science they found it in the quantum realm. Yeah, with the atom bombs, that's how they blowing up stuff, saying we only need, like, this amount of energy and we gonna blow up a whole freaking country. Ha 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 ha. But still, they gonna find some other things. That's just the bad way about it. They doing some good too. Some good science is doing other things. We just don't hear about it. We just don't hear about it. Yeah, every time I get in a group of these rocks, all they do is rock back and forth. They really can't move when they want to move. Like, I can't do it. They're just doing what they want to do. Here I am, watching the sun wheel across the sky, day after day, realizing I'll never know how a rock sees or thinks, but yet feel that we understand each other. Yeah, you definitely can. That's why I wanted to I could talk about one of my filters when it comes to people. Like, I don't judge people, but it's like you could tell based off of somebody's color of their thoughts what their will is. The will is colored by the mind of your thoughts, or something they said. Because people that just fear, that just would talk about something that's like And it'll be the straight up truth. That's why I still listen to them. I tag along back like, yeah, you right, and I give my evidence to support what they talking about, or my opinion to support what they talking about. But when somebody like just talk about the bad about something, it's like, man, this must be some anger or something that's letting you just see it like this, and that's good, but you gotta have something else so you can see it like this too. It's always. That's why I always be saying in every video, every truth is but a half-truth. It literally is the duality to everything. Does your reputation distract you? Keep in mind how swift oblivion will come, and the infinite abyss that lies behind and before you. Listen to how hollow are the echoes of applause, and fickle and vague are the compliments that come your way. Whoo! That's why I like emojis when I want to say stuff. I just like, here, take this emoji. You interpret it. I put all the feeling into it. But yeah, that's what it is. This channel, this YouTube channel, all this JUSt TAi stuff can get wiped right away. Then what? I'll still be here. That's why I'm creating. Creating many different forms to exist in, or just becoming aware of many different forms that I already exist in. It's not even not creating more forms to exist in. I'm just thinking about paintings and songs and instrumentals and things like that when I think about creating. I need to wrap myself up into the dark passes. I can't think of anything else right now. My brain doesn't really work in this weather, but you're a polar bear. Well, yeah, even besides that, everything that I think about in this concept of me being Tai, being Steph, being Naga, being whatever name, just all would just be wiped away. Period. And then I'll be a freaking fire pit. With memories of just being a fire pit, and that's about it. I was not on fire, and then I was on fire. No. I was always on fire. What you mean? I used to not be on fire? I am fire pit. I burned and I will always burn. When my flame, I was born when my flame was lit. That's like, I was born when my flame was lit, and I'll die when my flame is extinguished.
The process of growth, the basic process of biology, is one in which lower orders are always being superseded by higher orders. But the lower order can never figure out, or only very rarely figure out, what the higher order is that's taking over. And may see it as a terrible threat, as total disaster, as the very end.
Water?
But can never be aware that the principle of growth always has and always will continue. Because that's what's going on. But you never know what the next step is going to be. Because if you did know, you wouldn't take it. Because it would already be past.
Oh!
Do you understand this?
If you did know, you wouldn't take it because it would have already
passed.
passed.
Is an event of which we can say, you've had it. And in that sense, it's past. When we play a game, the outcome of the game becomes certain. We at that point cancel the game and begin a new one.
Bang.
Because the whole zest of the thing, which takes me back to the idea that this whole thing is a hide-and-seek game, is that you don't know what the next order coming up is.
Yo, ladder. Just go. Alright. Oh, I caught the last. Y'all heard what he said. You're going to be out of here soon, and you haven't yet mastered your own mind. Are you still distracted, affected by others' opinion, and worrying about your legacy? I just did get distracted just now, too. But I wasn't worrying about my... I guess I was. I was like, oh man, I'm leaving the channel. I gotta stay in front of the channel and talk. Yo, this tree is literally talking to me right now. I am the tree. Thanks, tree. Let's do a little dance. Or let's sing. Oh, they sing with the whistling, with the brushes of the leaves. That's how the trees sing. So is it the wind blowing or is it the trees talking? JUSt TAi.
Ella, you don't have
Shh.
You don't want to go? Because that's what's supposed to be next. Because you're late.
It got real quiet just now. Let's bring it back up to speed. Close this. Man, they just shifting. The guy said this: move or dance when you want to dance, sing when you want to sing, and see if you can. Like, it's doing this by itself. Just like this rock. The rock cannot move. It's so hard to move. Is that what I'm supposed to be thinking? Like, yo, it's so hard to move. I can't move. I wish I could move over there. When I was a wolf, I was able to move. Even when I was a plant, now I'm this rock, I'm just here. How many millions of years am I going to be here? God dang. God dang. I've seen so much. There go another talking point.
We have this rather myopic way of looking at things.
Myopic.
And we screen out from attention anything that is not immediately important to a scanning system based on sensing danger. But quite obviously, you as a complete individual are much more than the scanning system. You are in relationships with the external world that on the whole are incredibly harmonious. The energies of life in the form of temperature, light, air, and food, and so on, are streaming through you all at this moment in the most magnificently harmonious way. When anything is constant, it says, okay, that's safe, it's in the bag, you needn't pay attention to that anymore. And therefore, we eliminate systematically from our awareness all the gorgeous things that are going on, all the time, and instead only become focused on the things, the troublesome things that might happen to upset it. Which is all right, but we make too much of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we make
too
so
much
of it that we identify
made it into
our
a whole
very
business.
selves, I, ego,
whole culture,
with the radar, with the troubleshooter. And that's only a tiny fragment of one's total being.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning earlier. It's only a piece of the puzzle to have that kind of awareness. People be like, yo, I'm woke, or I got this new awareness, and that's all the freak they aware of. That's it. That is a new awareness, and I give them that credit. It is a new sense of awareness, but they ain't the whole picture. I ate too much snow, and now I have a splitting headache. Probably had some pee in it. Hey. Alright, if y'all can give me 2 minutes, I'll have my daughter get ready, but I'm gonna let it play on auto. It's gonna be like a cool screensaver for a second. I'll be right back. Just Tai, guys. Just Tai. Love you guys. Alright. We back. Tai's back. Like I said, my reputation does not mean a thing to me. It is what it is. But staying calm in times of the storm, it's a great pleasure to have. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm gonna check back in for part 3 of this in a bit. I'm gonna go experience life. I'm gonna go experience life for a bit. Get something out of it. Love you guys. Make sure y'all drop a like on this video. Subscribe for more. Love you guys. And we can see what goes on. As we just exist and become aware of our thoughts that pass through our heads, not really attaching to them, but letting them just filter on through. When you're ready to stop acting, I'll be ready for you. Didn't I just say that? I'm not latching on to nothing. Alright. I think this game should be about older. I guess I'm gonna stick in for a while longer. I thought I was gonna tune out. Now, it's just me here. Have fun.
You very soon realize that your existence is not something that is just the hopeless little creature that's suddenly confronted with a great big external world that goes gah at him, and eats him up. Every tiniest little thing that comes into being
She gonna be dancing the rest of her life.
Every minute little fruit fly or gnat or bacterium, I will go so far as to say, is an event upon which this whole cosmos depends. This thing goes both ways. It's not only that every little organism which exists depends on its total environment. The reverse is also true, that the total environment depends on each and every one of those little organisms. So that you could say this universe consists of an arrangement of pattern in which every event is essential to the whole thing. Now, we screen that idea out of our consciousness in exactly the same way that we screen out the perception of space as an important reality. Just as we pay attention to the figure and ignore the background, so we see
So, I
one
keep
way
getting
of
milk and food calls from
mainly
littles here.
that the organism is
Yeah, I
very
drink
frail
almond milk
against the
like
environment.
juice.
It lasts a long time, the environment, but the organism only lasts a short time. What do you mean the environment lasts a long time? What does the environment consist of? Just a lot of little things. When you get far enough away from all the organisms and the little bits of things, you see the environment in another scale of magnification. But actually, the whole thing is arranged in a polar system where the enormous depends on the tiny and the tiny depends on the enormous. And you get a relationship between these extremes, which can be called a transaction. They always go together. So in this way, we are always, as it were, overemphasizing a certain aspect of our experience.
What's going on with this? I can't wait till the snow melts. They keep talking about the snow. Everybody worried about the snow. I made it. Another fine morning where I get to be alive. Great to meet you. See, that's what I love, walking around people like them growing up. Like, they just had a smile for being alive. And most of those people, though, wasn't even in the best circumstances. I didn't grow up around people with money. But it was always, like, just certain people out of the group that was just always happy to just be. It's like, people like, why are you smiling? The sun's shining, right? That's enough reason for me. A death angel. Oh, yeah, don't eat these white caps. They'll kill you. Some mushrooms there for you, some not. I won't make it past this spring. I could feel it. That's alright though. Everything ends. Everything does end. Yeah, when the grass is going and that sun come in, there'll be nobody to water you. Shrivel up. You're wasting your time thinking only about life and death. There's only one thing to consider, acting rightly or wrongly. If you really trust yourself, you'll always know. And it's wild because we do be saying there's no saying right or wrong, but then we do act rightly, we do choose rightly and wrongly decisions, so to speak. And then sometimes feel like we don't have a choice, but we don't really have a choice in the matter what we make, because sometimes we gotta experience things. But that feeling do be there, like, man, I want to do the right thing. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Or just do a thing. Just do something. As long as you ain't killing somebody, I be saying. But hey, that's still my opinion. I'll level with you. All the wisdom in the world isn't going to stop you needing to go to the bathroom every 14 minutes of your life. Do plants have waste? I don't know about that. Sunny days are the worst. I just want to stay and watch plant shows, especially the moss stuff. Can't get enough of it. In daytime, yeah, we do see the rhythm of time, the pendulum going back and forth. We see it so slow that we don't know that it is a rhythm. Like people like watch moss grow, or watch grass grow. Like sit and watch the grass grow. When you tripping, you feel as though you can just sit there and watch the grass grow.
And we say now, what is
or it is
important
growing
about
in front of you and shrinking and going.
Is there unique individuality? And we have been given an immense psychic investment in our own individuality by our upbringing. What are you going to amount? What are you going to contribute to human life? What's your particular destiny going to be?
Oh, they zooming me out.
It's a fine idea. But the thing we don't understand is
now I can smoke.
that it won't work.
There goes the golden object.
Without being balanced with its opposite. Just as you can't have the back without the front. So you cannot have the values of a unique personality unless at the same time everybody recognizes that there is another level at which we are not unique at all, but that I am you and you are I. See, every one of you feels that you're the center of the universe and that everything else is happening around you in a circle. You can turn around and you can see sort of equally far in all directions.
Dance puppets!
In the middle of the ocean.
It's like, this is me doing this.
So you're in the middle. And it's true from the standpoint of astronomy. We live in a curved space-time continuum, that is to say in a universe at which every point may be regarded as the center. Consider a sphere. There's a ball. What point on this ball is the center of its surface?
Infinity.
You can see at once that any point can be the center of its surface. So legitimately, all points in the universe are the center.
All points are the center. All points in the universe is the center of the universe. That's why it makes sense to me when they say you are the center. When I say you are the center universe, that this is the center of the universe. And that, logically, it don't make sense. Because, like, man, that must mean you got to move the circle around so it can be the center. But we ain't talking about two-dimensional circles. That's cool. They make an infinity sign. But we finally found. Join, family. There we go. Hold on, one more dance. The circle of life. The wheel of fortune. It's the leap of faith. I'm a nine, singing in the night. Let's get to this object. Let's possess this object. Or become aware of this object. First of this rock. Just so I can get the awareness factor going. Yeah, on this rock, I am rolling. I am rocking. I am strolling, yeah. Alright, now let's get to the good. I'm trapped. They tricked me. They trapped my spirit in a rock. There we go. Wait, no, they did it to me again. Ah! Ah! Hey. There he goes. I am a slanted rock. I'm not just a rock. I am a slanted rock. That is a whole nother story. Not being sarcastic. Here we go. Now, what is this? You are Golden Gate. Alright. So this is what that satellite was telling me about. What can I do? What can I do with this? Descend into the gate. Where I receive A love from... Yo, check out The Gate by Bjork. By Bjork. Forget the B.
We are all like the nerve ends on your own skin. See, at every point on your skin, there's a little nerve end going beep and getting information from the outside world. Another and another and another, all over.
This is hard.
And they all constitute your total.
This just feels like nothing.
So in the same
or if
way,
you get senses,
all these people...
it's something in the air. What just happened? Wait, you are AD. Oh, I entered the golden gate. I entered the thing. That crystal. Or the golden gate as they called it. And they cut off the Alan Watts speech. You are Abadat. So many times I could have asked him out. I never did. No. I wished for a different wish. I taught my children nothing, only to scrimp and save. And worry about yourself. They all wound up bitter and alone as me. What are these objects? Whoa. And everything has a thought, too. It's like, there go a tree. Keeps branching up, keeps going up. I hate this place and I hate you. It's a lot of hate going on. Took me 24 years trying to get in here, and now I just went out. I lost it all. It's all gone. Yeah, this is not a good place. I tried to tell everyone, but they wouldn't listen. Now it's just me again. I want all your thoughts, though. I just feel wrong. I didn't used to feel wrong. This is the unpromised land. Oh, and who is telling me this? What are you? I cannot leave here. Okay. I'm alright with that. You are warped animal. I was gonna say, sound like pigs. Space junk. That's what this is all considered, space junk. And right now they inhibit and they have the thoughts. The only thoughts is like despair thoughts, regrets. And they feel trapped here as well. They forgot that this is not just it. I feared it all, and then made sure I was always as safe as possible, whatever happened. I never realized how badly this would serve me. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And this is a brain. I'm talking to a brain. He said all of that. Alright. Try to play it safe. And playing it safe for a lot of people is following a religion. They're like, man, well, I ain't going to hell. Please forget that. This man, I'm gonna go to church every Sunday. Play it safe. Just play it safe. I ain't gonna ask that girl out. I ain't gonna try to start my own business. Play it safe. Just play my role. That's about it. This role that I'm aware of right at this very moment. They don't let you die here. It just goes on and on. Says a cup. A martini cup. This isn't anything like I expected. So you expected to come here? And that is 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, 80. I like being a brain. I had the biggest house you've ever seen. Gigantic. Now I have the entire wasteland of garbage. You sure do. We're trapped. The world is set up wrong. The world is set up wrong. It's just set up wrong. I never spoke to my parents after I left home. Yeah, all of these is regrets. Things they never went back to in their mind to figure out. Those thoughts, ideas went somewhere else, or they went here. My whole path in life was a way of showing them how dumb they were. I get it now, though. I understand. I just wish I did sooner. Now I do, because I visited this place. So to speak, guys. All I see are things I want. I kind of got everything I hoped for, but then I got more hopes too, and I wound up here. Attachment not only creates ghosts and time loops in this dimension that they get caught up and re-experience over and over, but you might wind up here. This is hell. Real, actual hell. I just was talking about that. And that music. Some reason I keep getting huge Courage the Cowardly Dog vibes. That was my show. Courage. Courage! I knew my grandparents, but I didn't really. Grown-ups never were really real to me until I became one. Who was this saying this? Hello, eyeball. Man, I want to be eyeball. I want to be a group of eyeballs. You know? You are eyeball. No, I am eyeballs. Dang. Yeah, that's why even I've been talking to my shrooms gave me feeling all of this without even traveling like to places like this, where I just called my grandmom up. I called my uncle that was taking care of me because I had things against them because of just internally, and it was starting to come so external. Because first I was like, I don't know why I don't want to call them. I just don't want to. I just don't want to call them. I just don't feel as though I need to call them. Like I'll talk to them in my head or something like that. And I'm good, but really it was things that it was bothering me deep on the inside. Like with my grandma in Virginia, I had things about her, about how she was, it was things bubbling up about how she raised me because I would spend 2 months there every summer. And we had to go to Jehovah's Witness church all the time. And she was big in the hall. They call it the hall. She was big in the hall where they had the Bible study meetings at her house. So we would have to sit in the room and listen in on the studies. We couldn't watch the TV around that time. It was just straight like that. And I had to get over that. I had to really get over that. And with my grandmom and all of them, just a lot of things. Like when I got hip to I was indoctrinated in things, I was just naturally just getting away. Naturally I was just getting away from things. And then when I was getting hip to what was going on, it was making me angry. So I was getting through that anger stage. I was really not letting me call them. But then shrooms helped me get past the anger. Say, oh, that anger is showing you this so that you can do this. So not that you continue to act like this and have a reason to continue acting like this, you know? I spent the last 23 years of my life filled with rage for my sister. We shared the room for 10 years. She was my best friend who knew me better than anyone else. Somehow I blocked her out. I felt like I needed to. Yeah, I was just saying that. It felt like it was something I needed to do in order to still keep going. She was on her way out before I found her here myself. I never got to say goodbye. That's why people be drinking themselves away too. Ooh. I tried to be practical, you know. I went through it doing what I thought would be reliable. I don't know if any of it was. Yeah, being practical, not being flexible, too logical. Dang, that's why you here, bruh. I love you, though. I had some real friends in my youth. I used to hang out with a few other brown onions. I lost touch with them. I'm far too important. I thought myself, I never had real friends again. Whew! And that's why I appreciate that my friend from high school hit me up 2 days ago. or yesterday, and we had that talk. Cause it was for a while that I was just like, man, everybody is holding me back. And I was pushing away from them. Without even really telling them, like, man, I can't hang around you no more because you be thinking like that. I kind of just drifted away, made excuses for continuing to drift away, and then complained that I'm lonely and that nobody want to talk to me. Like, what kind of nonsense? I'm reaching levels of personal sadness that it shouldn't be possible. This looks like bismuth. That artificial crystal. It probably isn't though. Warped ruins. Oh, this is a building. This was an old building. Do they want me to go through all of these? Because I will. My children, I won't ever see them again. I neglected them so much, always focusing on my own issues. I can't explain it. That's what seemed important at the time. They all grew up to hate me. Or worse, ignore me. I would give everything only to hear their little voices one more time. That's how Mike Tyson feels. And he was saying since he did the Toad and DMT and things, it really shaped him up around. Because he said he wasn't connected to his kids. He lost all of that. And Daewon Song, for my skaters out there. Daewon Song, one of my favorite skaters in the world. He said him going out there to push himself to be the skater that he is today now. With the money, at least, supposedly. Because he probably still would have been cool at skating. He talked about in documentary Thrasher just put out like 2 weeks ago. Or a couple months, I don't know. He missed his kids. And I need to make sure he spends so much time with his daughter. If only I stopped wanting more and more and more and more. But he still is a greater skater. Oh, we all in this together? Okay. Let's just all collect. Come on. We all in this together. Let's just get one big hug. One big hug. Tired of reading all of this sad stuff. Let's go. I'm not tired, but I worked my entire life, but I put it on my kids. Yep. My children never spoke to me. Yep. Oh, I pushed the button too fast. And just more thoughts about what might not have been. I was asleep. What happened? Where am I? Oh, wow. He was asleep. No, this the guy we gotta talk to. This guy was asleep, and he just woke up here, and he don't know what's happening to him. Oh, man, I feel for you, bro. Well, we're here in the endless place. Hope you go back to sleep soon. There are many times that my friends all went out together. Birthdays, weddings, I missed out all of them so I can worry about myself, communicate. What a waste. Yes, friends are important. Just, I need to get out of here. Everything here hates each other. Yes, that's how I feel. But it's all good. Come with me. We all go and join together. Let's band. Let's dance. Yep, let's sing. I thought I wanted this, but it was all pointless. Alright, you feel like how we feel? Alright, come on, let's all come together. There's no need to feel happy, only blah blah blah. I'm the most unique thing there has to be. There is no other possibility. Oh, this place is hell. I don't think I can grab any more things. And just talk to all the thoughts. And make sure we become everything too. Whoa, what is this? You are an oil spill. Oh, wow. Let's not get into the oil spills, guys. Oil spills transforming the waters, the oceans. Oceans giving life to the planet. The ocean practically is the planet. Look at what the text be saying in the past, what people written, even though they switched it around, it said God's spirit moved upon the waters and made the land. It was water here at first. And now we want to put oil in it? God damn. followed rules, you know. Did everything my parents taught me. But over the years, I became a living person of a husk. I never tried to listen to myself. By the time I tried that, there was nothing there. There was nothing there. A bonder. Yes, yes. Get that trophy in. You are stuck here forever. That's what it says when I try to ascend. Escape is prevented. So, the only way out is in, my friend. Let's see if we can go so in that we get out. On the bright side. On the bright side. You. Never mind. I forgot my name. Where do I come from? I forgot everything. No, I want to keep going smaller. Let's get out of here. Has to be a way out. Is this how I expected it to be much nicer? Ha! I was tricked. I should have never came here. Now I can't leave. You was tricked. Like, some people was tricked to come here. Some people saying they fell asleep, woke up here, and they don't know what to do. Please help me. Suicide. What's going on? Oh, let's keep going deeper. It's all my fault. Is it gonna keep going? Let's say stop doing that. All my life I've been afraid to step out of line. You gotta step across that line. Spent my life searching for this place now. I wish I never found it. Spent my life searching for this place. Was he traveling on DMT? He wound up here. Some nigga that smoked DMT. How the fuck did I get here? I'm the president of this garbage dump and I hate it. Yo, how can I go deeper, man? A satellite? You are Dawn. I don't get that one. I'm special, I'm special, I'm special, I'm special. They keep pointing me up. Trash spear, Yupo. Okay. I could spend years in this dimension, I suppose. Film? You are film reel. Oh man. Dang, I really feel like this now. I really feel like I'm trapped in here. I don't know. Yo, this dimension is successfully having me experience being trapped here with a bunch of negative thinking, having me reflect on my own personal life. And I know what's doing that too. I'm just playing along. Just letting it play along. I really don't know where to go. This is absolutely the most incredibly boring moment of my entire life. That's what I was thinking some people watching this is going to say. I was just thinking that. Right now, this one. I never really knew my father, not the way I should have. I gotta remind my mom. She just asked, did you want me to give your dad my number? Because he just hit me up. And the only reason my dad hit my mom up is because he thought that she died. Because it was a shooting in front of her house where her grandmom died. That was around her age. That was a 40-something-year-old grandma. So he was like, whoa. That's what got him out the woodworks. But yeah, I'm gonna give him my number. Nothing is friendly here. Everything is hardened, bitter, lonely, and sad. It was funny. The last day that I left Philly, my mom threw a party for me, and my dad came by and a couple family members. And I made sure that I took some acid around that time. And nobody around me knew about acid. So I was just on a little microdose. And I was just taking in all the emotions of like them seeing me leave and me departing from them. Like I wanted to experience it on that level. And it was real deep. And I remember my dad saying at one point, "Man, whatever you on, it sure do got you going." No, whatever weed you smoking really sure got you going. He thought it was the tree I was smoking. That, because there was moments where I was just like observing, just looking at everybody interacting with each other, and I was just getting all the good and all the bad, all everything in between out of it. I'm happy I did that. You gotta help burst me out of this prison I put myself in. This is hell, real hell. I left everything behind for this, everything I ever had. And the weird thing about all these quotes is that none of them are really repeating. I haven't found a repeating quote, really. There is no need to feel happy. That will only lead to more sadness. And that's why you're here. Oh yeah, still too, yeah, trying to be happy, trying to force yourself to be happy, when sometimes you was probably supposed to feel sad in that moment. Yeah, I get what you mean. Alright, yep, now here goes they repeating stuff. Nothing is normal. You cannot leave until your mind is clear. That's what it's saying to me. You cannot leave this place until your mind is clear. Okay. So they do want me to talk to everything. Yep, he was never a real person to me. Birthdays. But now it seems like they're repeating, though. Yeah, definitely are repeating. As soon as I said they wasn't repeating, they started repeating. So now I know we can skip all of this. Okay. I blew it. All I see are things, all I want. Oh yeah. Bang bang. My life is ruined, my world is ruined. I hate it. This is the unpromised land. Okay, that's what they said, so I can remember. The unpromised land. A broken brain. Come on, let's clear this out. Let's clear this out. Let's clear this out. Now talk to your mama. Come on. You can do this, guys. Yeah, look out for your children. Talk about a cluttered mind. Alright, this can all be one mind, too. I was tricked. I should never came here. Like, the thoughts are just one thing. Or we're not even one thing. We're a collective of things. Disregard that. I thought that was a person. Okay. Alright, I don't think that's what I'm supposed to do. How do I unclutter my mind? An unknown planet. I'm reaching levels of personal sadness that shouldn't be possible. You have nothing more to lose. There it goes. Now I can ascend. There we go. If you can't go out, look for a way in. Okay. I need a way in. Need something really small. Find a way out. Gosh. No. I gotta get smaller. What can I get? I don't know if I'm traveling up, if that means anything. There it is. Trash sphere. That's just another one. Gotta find something I can get in. Eyeball's a little smaller. Hopefully. That's just another eyeball. Oh, come on, yeah, I'm over these thoughts, bro. Get it. Ooh, alright, they're getting me down. Come on, focus. They got me going in circles. Oh, round and round and round. I'm pressing O for autoplay. Cluster of chairs. Okay. Ay. Oh, this is funny. I'm just a floating chair. They don't even add any music for this sound. Oh man, bros. I was trying to hold left or right so I can go right into like the pop-up menu they said. But that's not popping up. I can't be anything I want right now. Ay. There we go. A little smaller. What are these letters? Asteroid. I'm the letter F. And everything that starts with F, I am. In English. If anything ever contained the letter F, I am it. I exist there. But come on, where do I gotta go? Don't point me to more letters. I know I'm a G. I'm a G for real. Like, they're just pointing me to all the other objects. Pancake. Dudes, where am I supposed to go? Now I'm gonna get out of this. What the fuck is that? Auto function. Do something. There it goes. I was going to do that. It's just going to go up. Let's go up then. No. Can I become? Nope. I don't get it. Can I keep going up? This is wild. Look for... I just said that to myself. Oh my God. I just said when I saw that planet I went by, could I go into that planet? Oh gosh. Let's go. Where am I? A rack of ribs. I came back into this world as a rack of ribs. Whew. Whew. I'm glad I escaped that that incarnation. God damn. But if I didn't even have the memory though, that's how it would be though. You just wake up as a slack of ribs. You don't even got the memory to become aware. I know I took the whole thing too seriously. I wish I realized what a game it all was. Yeah, that is wild that they said rack of ribs. What else is here? They don't even have any other food here. It's just ribs. I felt wrong. I didn't used to feel wrong like this. Wait, am I still here? I feared that all of them made sure I was always safe as possible, whatever happened. I'm still here. This is a lonely planet I'm on. Still. They don't let you die here. It just goes on and on and on. Dance. Nah, that don't look too interesting. It is funny though. All right, well we gotta get out of here. What's the smallest thing on this planet? I mean the biggest thing. And a porta potty. People take shits in me. That is my life. I hated my life. I was wondering, why was I born into this life? Wild wheat. Alright, let's get to the letters. I think. What am I? No way, Jose. Oh. I was wondering how we get to the sky. That is the sound of a plane singing. What is this though? Ooh. A normal star without any continents though? I don't know. What is this? You are OU. XYZZXY. That's what I am right now. XYZZXY. What is that? It's having me think of Pokemon XY and things like that. And Pokemon XYZ. Like, why did they name it that? Dice. And that's wild. Like, if it was fire here, people be calling this hell. So it is all based off your perceptions.
I missed.
You back? Missed you too. What do you mean it don't stop? It didn't stop at the stop that you needed it to stop at? Mm. 45. Hey, I can't. Hey, I. Can you turn back on the light? Thank you. Gracias, gracias.
I'm going way too much.
SpongeBob house. You'll survive. It's all good. Hey. I know how far you was about to go. You forgot I was on live. But yeah, things happen though. Things happen. Things happen. Just gotta keep this. Still got the rest of the day to go. It's only 11 o'clock. It's only 11 o'clock. Yeah, she down to earth. She real down to earth. Mm-hmm. There it is. I got to a different length. Yep. Mm-hmm. And she still got money at the same time. I said she cool. I found my way out, guys. Wait, hold on one second. I found my way out, guys. Shrunk to this web-like structure, and now I think I found the way. But what'd you say? It's a computer. It's watching me.
Balance beams, you know, arm, you know, the you know, hoop thingies, they do everything, like a real gym, and they start
You're here.
even younger than High Dance Studio do, so I was like, yo, you put everything, I was like, I was definitely looking at that before I put Island Hype, but I put Island Hype because they had other options there too, so I wanted to see how she, you know, do it first. Hip-hop dance class is fun for her, but
They create. Wait, can I read this real fast? Real fast. I hear you. It just says they are trapped in the world they created. They created this place for themselves. You don't go to a hell or some place that some god banished you to. Like, oh, you fucked up. Oh, now here you are. Oh, it's like a place we create. I'm just saying, according to this mirror computer thing is telling me now. But what was you saying? I was saying one. I was gonna forget if I didn't say that.
hip-hop class, it's fun for her. I want her to keep having fun stuff, but I think the tumbling is a little good for her in life, period. I mean, gymnastics, like, you know, whatever dance she do, no matter if it's hip-hop, you know, ballet, jazz, gymnastics will help with all that shit. I think that should be her foundation.
Yeah, she need to do gymnastics more than dance. Yeah. But still dance too, so she can learn to flow and not be so hard-headed. But a good gymnast can flow. A good gymnast can flow. Yep. She gonna grow into it. She gonna grow into all of this. It's just all the pieces gonna fit together, and it's gonna come unexpected. Just like I had to become a shovel, a dustpan that picks up dirt in order to find this thing back in the void of the universe to get me out. There's no telling what I gotta be. Just let go of all those thoughts. There's nothing precious about any of them. You can always let go of every single thought in your head. Of course, you'll be able to find them out in the world if you ever need reminding. So, remember I just said if I don't say this now, it's going to be out of my head. I ain't going to get it back. It's still going to be out there. I can catch that train again. I just had to trust myself. If you can see a way with your thoughts, you can see your way out of here. Good luck, Tai. Bang.
I'm gonna ask her when she's gonna start it. That way she asked, because we were talking about her and Frankie doing the hip-hop dance together, like they help each other know somebody that you know, and, you know, being able to, you know, look forward to, you know, dancing with somebody, you know, makes you a little bit more less nervous or comfortable. I'm thinking about putting them both in Horizons, the actual gymnastics gym. Which she's still probably gonna take hip hop class or ballet, one of I don't want her to fix all that, but she has so much about
Cool. I don't want the whole world knowing about the school she going to. I hear you. I was listening. And I put it on autoplay, and these people just brought me back to here. I cleared my mind of all the thoughts. I really don't have anything else to think about.
Be careful when you smoke this weed. Got so much of you be hearing it because I tried to pick it up and I didn't realize I dumped it more Rudy hair in here than the weed.
Okay.
Ew. Stop. Be careful when you smoke this.
I should have never let it stay on autoplay. I put on autoplay. It took me away from everything that I was just doing. And then it allowed me to clear my thoughts. So now when I do this, I don't have nothing. All the thoughts that I thought since the beginning of the game was on this screen. Now it's nothing there. Just existing. Went through all of that stuff. Yeah, I got you in a second. In a minute. Oh man, why did I let the game do that to me? I'm gonna get back into autoplay. I know you wasn't paying attention.
They're supposed to be having
Yeah, I saw the poster too. Yes. I don't know where it was at. I just saw the poster. I just think about how to get out of here. I don't have no thoughts really right now. All my thoughts was wiped away. You pulling me between two worlds right now, literally, or between like three. But no, really, I wasn't really thinking about going. I don't want to go fishing. I just want to get out of here. He said once I clear my mind, I'll be able to get out. But it's like, nope. There we go. Hi. And now we back to how we started, as just a ball of light. And that's the game, folks. That's life in a nutshell. And that's life in a Thai shell. Let's put it like that. That is life in a Thai shell. Started off as a thought, came into the light, took all these different forms of illusions, all these different experiences. Massive amount of experiences, different worlds. There go the pyramids. Can we go to these places? Is it a DLC for these places? But now we back up to the point of light, the point of awareness. Where we recognize what it is to be everything. Oh, that's pretty cool. I only have paper right now. I don't know where the wraps are. Yeah, all those wraps. Okay, you can finish this one now. Oh. Thank you guys for coming by. I really enjoyed this. Everything playing out into infinity. This is cool. This was nice. This is lovely. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, now where are we going? Now where am I? Back at the Arctic Wolf. Congratulations. Tutorial complete. Welcome to everything. You are now bound instantly when entering new things. Documentary mode available. Found it in autoplay. Documentary info added. Love you too. Welcome to everything. Oh, y'all thought this was over. This is the beginning. Ta! Ah! Ah! Fireworks in the sky. So now this is where it plays. That's the main, and that's why I don't like talking. That's where words fail. That's just a whole nother lesson too, just in this dimension. Me ending it up, I'm wrapping up the video, but I'm just starting up open up a whole new can of worms, as True Life says. Open up a whole new can of worms. Now the game just began, where you thought it ended, or I thought it ended, because I was experiencing this. If I knew what was next, then I would have never wanted to play the game. I would have never wanted to experience that. And I learned that while experiencing it. This is awesome, guys. And this is how I be thinking, man. That's how we all be thinking. I love it. I love it. Let's be a seal. Let's be a seal. Let's be this. We are that. It's not even let's be that. It's oh we are. Oh we that. Oh we're this. Oh we're that. But yeah, guys, I'ma sign this out now. What should I leave off as being? No. I'ma leave off with this, guys. We all Thai. I mean, we all do Thai. Hold on, I want to get this right. I want to be cheesy with it. Alright, we all Thai. But do we really Thai? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. Until next time, this is Ty saying thanks for tuning in. And Ty, always, ladies and gentlemen, fellow isohedrons, sure to share with your friends.